All right, it's time for an update. I keep getting asked, what is going on with the new Colorado and Canyons? Well, we are going to be seeing a brand new 2023 Chevy Colorado and GMC Canyon. And today I want to bring you all the information I know so far. All right, so as I mentioned off the top, I've been getting asked this question quite a bit in the comments below because I've definitely been focusing on the Silverado and Sierra lineup. But being swept under the rug is the fact that we are going to be seeing a brand new variation, brand new version of the 2023 Chevy Colorado and GMC Canyon. Well, there are a few exciting things I do know about what's coming out for this truck in the very near future. And one item which is a major component of this truck that may go either way depending on how you feel about what this change is. Now, the current generation Chevy Colorado and GMC Canyon have been around since 2014 with only really one minor change coming from a front end aesthetic look on both of these trucks a couple years ago. But really otherwise the platform itself has remained basically the same since 2014. So there hasn't been much in the way of changes, although we still have been winning most of the competitive shootouts when it comes to the mid-size trucks. But there is no question, getting long in the tooth, it was definitely time for us to look at a reboot, a refresh, a new version of this mid-size truck. And so with that, I want to talk about some of the things we know so far about this these soon-to-be-released, mid-size trucks. And first and foremost, the one thing that isn't changing pretty much dramatically is the actual platform itself. That's just the underpinnings of the truck. Basically, right now, what's happening is it's based on the GMT 31XX platform, and we're going to be doing a slight variation of that, putting it to the 31XX-2 platform. These trucks are still going to be built for the North American market in Wentzville, Missouri. So that's kind of cool that it is going to be American made. And don't worry, I'm going to get to the potentially controversial point soon. So just stay tuned. I believe we're going to be seeing some new standard safety packages coming, and we can currently see that safety package, the Chevy safety package on the Equinoxes, and we're seeing it in the Silverados, the Silverado EV. We're seeing it on the GMC Sierras. We're talking forward collision alert, IntelliBeam headlights, things like that. I think that's a no-brainer. That's going to be coming to the new Colorado first and foremost. Not to mention, we're going to be seeing some potential new safety features, things like Super Cruise and adaptive cruise control, which we don't currently have in the the version we're using right now of the Colorado Canyons. And based on some of the spy photos that I've seen out there right now, we are going to be getting a little bit more of a larger interior in it. First and foremost, it looks like we're going to have a bigger back seat, at least from what the side profile of the truck looks like. And inside, there has just been some spy photos released. Again, I can't share these. I do apologize for that. But there's been, the talk. There's always been a talk of having similar, new updated screens in the inside. Well, I can confirm. And basically, from what I've seen, it looks very similar to what we're currently seeing with that 13.4-inch color touchscreen in the current Silverado and Sierra lineups. So that's very exciting to know that we're going to get some of the new technology. Now, what I would hope we would also have in this that we don't have, which I feel like we're a bit archaic in, when we're talking about the inside, would be great to have push button start. It would also be great to have the potential of having cooled seats. I think you would agree with me on that, at least as an option anyways. And then also one thing we've always been lacking is a sunroof. Now, I haven't seen in any of these pictures a sunroof in these trucks, but I know that a lot of you have been asking for it, and that is one of the things I cross my fingers for. But there are some other things we do know. In terms of the outside, it is going to have a dramatic change, front end, rear end, in terms of looks. Obviously, I think the side profile is going to be a bit different as well, as I just mentioned, especially being with the back end being a little bit larger. And then very exciting, we are going to see an update to the ZR2 lineup. So we're going to still have that aggressive truck, but even more exciting, or equally exciting, depending on what side of the fence you're on, GMC is finally going to have a competitor to the ZR2 in the AT4X. I know we've seen this in the Silverado and the Sierra platforms. We are now seeing this in the midsize, and from everything I can see, the AT4X looks really cool. It looks very aggressive. It's sitting on 33-inch tires. It's going to have the Multimatic, DSSV suspension. It's also going to have some more aggressive skid plates. It's going to have locking differentials, all the things that we're currently seeing on the ZR2, but in an updated version because the ZR2, of course, also be updated. All that being said, one of the things I have not seen is whether we're going to have a version of the Multi-Pro or Multiflex tailgates in these, as we're talking about exterior as well. But very exciting that we're going to see an AT4X. So for you GMC fans, you're finally going to have your off-road variant in this. I mean, the AT4 was kind of cool, the name, but it didn't give us anything what the ZR2 was. So the AT4X should lead us in that direction. Lastly, as I said at the top, there is one subject in all of this, and that is the power plant, the thing that is going to be pushing these trucks So currently we have a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder naturally aspirated motor. We have the 2.8 liter turbo diesel Duramax, of course, diesel. And then lastly, we also have the 3.6 liter V6, which tends to be the most popular, just a little over 300 horsepower, very capable motor. So what I'm understanding is all three of those are gone. They're X'd out, done, no more. If you want one of those engines, you have to get into, if you can, grab a 2022. For 2023, there's going to be, as my understanding, one engine choice and one engine choice only. But hear me out. There is a lot of you that I know might be against this. I'm actually very excited for what this motor is based on what I've seen it do in the full-size trucks. And I am talking about the 2.7 liter 4-cylinder turbo. That is the engine that they're going to be using in both of these trucks, and my understanding, the only engine. Now, again, hear me out. We're talking 310 horsepower, and listen to this, 430, yes, 430 foot-pound of torque. This is not going to be a slouch. It's going to be decent on fuel, but it's also going to give you a lot of power, especially in the smaller mid-size truck. If it can do what it's already doing in the full-size trucks, I can only be excited to hear, to see and feel and drive when they come out, what it's going to do in the mid-size trucks. I'm curious your thoughts on this. What is your thoughts on that, on the 2.7 liter first and foremost? What were you hoping for, or what are you hoping for to see in the new mid-size trucks? Is there something I've missed that you're looking for? Maybe I can look up that information and find out for you if I have any knowledge on it. But the point is, we are going to be seeing a 2023, a newer version of these trucks in 2023, something I'm very excited for. As I know more information, I'll definitely bring it your way. But as always, I want to thank you so much for watching. Take care.